To draw a histogram, we have the amount spent along the x-axis, but on this axis, this y-axis, we need the frequency density. And the frequency density is the frequency divided by my width of my interval. Because if I try to draw frequency against width at the moment, then it's misleading because this bar, for example, is 20 in width. It's got 11 people in. This has got 35 and only a 5 width bar. So we account for the width, because otherwise you could make the width like massive and get a massive frequency, but it doesn't actually make any sense. It's misleading. So to work out the frequency density, we divide. Let's first of all get the width of each bar. So this one is 5, 0 to 5. This one's 5, this one's 5, this one's 5, but this one's 10, and then this one's 20. So now if I want the frequency density, I need to do 35 divided by 5, 42 divided by 5, 20 divided by 5, 18 divided by 5, 14 divided by 10, and 11 divided by 20. Okay, we can use the calculator for that if needed. All right, and now I'm going to plot these onto my graph. First thing I need to do is decide my y-axis. So I know the highest is 8.4, so I need to make sure that fits onto the graph. Okay, can I get it? It looks like I'm going to be going up in ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So let's label. Okay, brilliant. Now, a histogram, just to remind you, is a bit like a bar graph. So we're going to be drawing bars, not just going to be drawing points and joining them up. That's like a cumulative frequency graph. They're different things. They show different information. Okay, so I want to plot 7 between 0 and 5. I think I'm going to change my color. Okay, so just try and draw as accurately as you can. Next, we've got, it goes up to 8.4. So each little square is going to be 0.2 because I've got 5 squares per one. Come on. You should be able to draw more accurate than me using this computer. Okay, then I know it goes to 4. Then 3.6. Then 1.4, but this time it's a width of 10. And finally 0.55, approximately 0.6. And there we have it, an example of a histogram. Brilliant. All right, Anna wants to give a discount to those who spend the most money. She wants to give the discount to approximately 25% of her customers. Suggest a suitable amount of money that she can use. This really tests us on our knowledge of histograms. How are we going to work this out? Well, first of all, we know she's got 140 customers in a shop on one day. So if we use that as our sort of our sample and assume that's going to represent most of the days, then let's find 25% of that. 25% of her 140 people, we can divide through by 4, we can divide through by 2, and then by 2 again, so 70, 35. We're interested in the 35 who spend the most money. And now we need to remember, what does this histogram represent? Well, just like frequency density is frequency divided by width, you can rearrange that so that frequency is frequency density times width. And actually the area of each bar gives us the frequency. So for example, this area is going to equal 11. So 11 spend between 30 and 50. I'm just gonna, because it's like 4 marks, I need to show sufficient working. 11 people spend between 30 and 50. Okay, so they're definitely gonna be part of the bunch. Then how many are spending between 20 and 30? I've got that information. I've got 14 people. Keep going. 14, 20 and 30. Okay, I've just abbreviated a little bit, but that's okay. That's 25 people. I just need another 10 people. Now, in this width, I've got 18 people, so I don't want all of them, so it's going to be more than 18. I need to now justify where it's going to be. Okay, so it's going to be some value here. Now, I'm interested in the width, I think, of this little block. So, calculate, or not calculate, solve. I want the area of this bar to be 10, so I'm going to have to solve the height, 3.6, multiplied by w is equal to 10. Okay, I've created an equation to be able to find this width here that will give me 10 people. If I do that, here's one that I did earlier, 10 divided by 3.6, I get 2.7 recurring. W equals 2.7 recurring, which is about 3 people, because I can't have 0.7 recurring of a person. So I know that the width is going to be 3, and so therefore it's going to be about 17 to 20. So 10 people, approximately 10 people, spend between 17 and 20. And that's it. That's going to be our 35 people. So I might just add that. Approximately 35 people spend between 17 and 50. Set £17 as the value on the voucher. I just couldn't quite fit it into here. I've shown really clear working. And I think in the mark scheme it accepts £18 as well. But at the end of the day, you just need to show sufficient justification, and that's really detailed, but that would be how I do this question.